Most people chase magnesium pills hoping for better sleep and less soreness. But what if I told you two other vitamins, taken at night, could quietly rebuild your muscles while you sleep, even at 70, 80, or 90? Tonight, you'll discover how these two simple nutrients unlock your body's hidden repair mode, so you wake up with less stiffness, better balance, and more strength in your step. Stay with me, because in the next few minutes, you'll learn why magnesium alone isn't enough for overnight muscle recovery, the two vitamins that fuel your muscles' repair crew while you rest, the timing secret that makes them work up to twice as well, a simple 7-day plan to feel the change in your mornings. If you've ever wondered why you wake up sore or weak even after a full night's sleep, this video could change how you recover starting tonight. Comment "ready" below if you want to try the bedtime vitamin routine and start waking up stronger. Why magnesium isn't enough. Almost every supplement ad tells seniors to take magnesium at night for better sleep and muscle relaxation. Yes, magnesium does help calm nerves and reduce leg cramps. But here's the truth nobody tells you. Magnesium is like a night watchman who keeps things quiet, but it's not the repair crew. It can relax the muscle, but it can't rebuild the fibers you break down during the day. Your muscles don't grow or repair just because they feel relaxed. They need raw building blocks and activators that drive protein synthesis and strengthen connective tissue. Magnesium alone doesn't provide those. That's why so many people take their nightly magnesium, sleep a little better, but still wake up stiff, sore, and weak. The missing link is recovery fuel, nutrients that trigger actual repair while you're in deep sleep. In this video, you'll see why adding two specific vitamins before bed can make the difference between just sleeping and truly waking up stronger. The nighttime anabolic window. Most people think muscles grow when you're lifting weights or exercising. That's not true. The gym only breaks your muscles down. The rebuilding happens later, and most of it happens while you sleep. Deep sleep is your body's natural anabolic window, the short nightly phase when growth hormone peaks, cortisol drops, and cells go into repair mode. If your body has the right nutrients ready at that time, it uses them to rebuild torn fibers, strengthen connective tissue, and restore energy reserves. If those nutrients aren't there, the window closes and you miss the chance to recover fully. This is why timing matters. Feeding your body the correct vitamins before bed doesn't just improve sleep quality. It loads your bloodstream with the tools your muscles need at the exact moment your body is ready to repair. Think of it like leaving building materials on site before the construction crew arrives. When the crew, your recovery hormones, shows up during deep sleep, everything they need is already there. That's how you get real overnight muscle repair, not just rest. Vitamin A, D, the strength switch. Vitamin D is often called the sunshine vitamin, but for your muscles, it works more like a strength switch. It's not just a vitamin, it behaves like a hormone that tells your muscle cells when to grow, when to hold calcium, and when to contract with power. Low vitamin D is one of the silent reasons older adults lose strength, feel weak climbing stairs, or wake up with stiff legs. Research shows that older adults with healthy vitamin D levels recover faster from workouts, have better balance, and keep more lean muscle over time. At night, vitamin D does some of its most important work. It improves calcium absorption so your muscles can contract smoothly instead of cramping. It also helps regulate testosterone and growth hormone, two key drivers of muscle repair while you sleep. Here's the part most people miss. Even in sunny places, vitamin D deficiency is common. If you spend most of the day indoors, use sunscreen often, live in cooler seasons, or have darker skin that naturally filters UV rays, your body may not be making enough. Taking vitamin D in the evening with a small meal that contains some healthy fat helps your body absorb it better and puts it to work right as you enter deep sleep. Think of vitamin D as flipping on the repair signal for your muscles overnight. Without enough of it, your body might have the desire to rebuild, but not the green light to actually do the work. Vitamin number 2, C, the collagen architect. Vitamin C rarely gets credit for muscle health, but it is the quiet architect that holds everything together. When you train or even just stay active during the day, you create tiny tears not only in the muscle fibers, but in the connective tissue that support them. If that connective tissue stays weak, you feel stiff, sore, and more prone to injury. Vitamin C drives collagen production, the scaffolding that keeps your muscles, tendons, and ligaments strong and flexible. Without enough of it, the body struggles to rebuild that scaffolding overnight, which is why many people wake up achy, even if their workout wasn't intense. It's also one of the body's most powerful antioxidants. After exercise, your muscles are loaded with free radicals that cause inflammation and slow repair. Taking vitamin C before bed helps clear that oxidative stress while you sleep so your body can focus fully on repairing tissue instead of fighting damage. There's another bonus. Vitamin C supports the immune system, which is busiest at night during deep sleep. A healthy immune response means less downtime from illness and better consistency in your training. Good food sources include citrus, berries, bell peppers, and kiwi, but most people don't reach the levels needed for recovery just through diet. A simple evening supplement paired with these foods gives your body the raw material to knit collagen fibers tighter and keep joints resilient. Think of vitamin C as the overnight construction crew for your connective tissue, quietly reinforcing your foundation so that every muscle you build is supported and protected. The power pair synergy. Vitamin D and vitamin C don't just work side by side, they amplify each other's effects in ways most people never hear about. Vitamin D acts as the switch that tells your muscles to start repairing and growing. Vitamin C builds the collagen scaffolding that holds those growing fibers in place. One strengthens the cells, the other strengthens the structure. Here's how that plays out overnight. As you drift into deep sleep, your body releases growth hormone, the key signal for recovery. Vitamin D helps that hormone move calcium into the muscle cells and activate protein synthesis. At the same time, vitamin C clears out oxidative stress and rebuilds the connective tissue matrix so the new muscle fibers have a firm, flexible support network. When both are present before you fall asleep, they create a kind of fast-track repair zone. The growth hormone signal is stronger, calcium is used more efficiently, and inflammation stays low so your muscles can focus on growth instead of damage control.
That's why people who combine these two tend to notice less soreness in the morning, steadier energy, and a more obvious return of strength even without changing their workouts. Think of vitamin D as the power line that turns on the machines and vitamin C as the crew that rebuilds the walls. Without the power line, the crew can't work. Without the crew, the machines have nothing to build. Together, they transform ordinary sleep into your most productive muscle-building window of the entire day. Timing secrets and circadian rhythm. Here's where most people miss out. They focus on what to take but rarely think about when to take it. Timing can make the difference between a supplement that just drifts through your body and one that actually drives muscle recovery overnight. Your body isn't the same at 8 a.m. as it is at 10 p.m. It runs on a circadian rhythm, a built-in 24-hour clock that tells your hormones, enzymes, and cells when to be in action mode and when to switch to repair mode. In the morning, cortisol is naturally high. Your body is in a catabolic state, breaking down stored energy to get you moving. That's why the morning isn't the best time to build or repair muscle. As evening comes, cortisol drops and melatonin rises. growth hormone starts to surge and your body shifts into an anabolic state, a repair and build phase. This window peaks in the first few hours of deep sleep, exactly when your muscles need nutrients the most. When you take vitamin D and vitamin C right before bed, you're aligning with that natural repair phase. Vitamin D improves calcium delivery to muscle fibers, while growth hormone is signaling those fibers to rebuild. Vitamin C sweeps out oxidative stress and accelerates collagen repair just as connective tissue begins its overnight recovery. Take those same vitamins in the morning and you've missed the peak repair window. Your body will still absorb them, but they'll be used for daytime energy needs instead of targeted nighttime recovery. Think of it this way. You wouldn't send construction crews to a site after the workday ends with no power or materials. You'd send them at the start of the shift with everything ready, so the job gets done efficiently. That's what evening dosing does. It supplies the tools right when your body's repair shift begins. Making this part of your nightly routine also builds consistency. Over weeks, that rhythm compounds into less soreness, better recovery, and stronger muscles without adding extra workouts. Timing isn't just a detail. For muscle repair, it's the silent lever that can multiply your results. Food sources versus supplements. Before you rush to buy another bottle of pills, let's pause and talk about where these vitamins should come from. Food is almost always the better choice, but sometimes supplements fill the gap. Knowing when to use each can save you money and keep your routine simple. Start with vitamin D. The richest natural sources are fatty fish like salmon, sardines, and mackerel. Egg yolks also provide a decent dose, and some dairy products are fortified with vitamin D. The catch is that most of us still fall short. If you spend most of the day indoors, live in a colder climate, or have darker skin that filters sunlight, your body probably isn't making enough vitamin D on its own. In these cases, a daily supplement can help you reach optimal levels. But pairing it with evening meals that include some healthy fat, like olive oil or avocado, improves absorption dramatically. Vitamin C is easier to get from food. Citrus fruits like oranges, grapefruit, and tangerines are classic sources, but bell peppers, strawberries, kiwi, and even cabbage pack more vitamin C than most people realize. A cup of red bell peppers gives you almost twice the daily requirement. If you eat a variety of these foods every day, you may not need a supplement at all. That said, when you're training harder, recovering from injury, or simply not eating enough fruits and vegetables, an evening supplement can give you a reliable boost. Aim for a moderate dose rather than mega doses. Your body uses what it needs and flushes out the rest. Food sources bring something that supplements can't: a full package of supporting nutrients. For example, when you eat salmon, you're not just getting vitamin D. You're also getting omega-3 fatty acids that make your muscles more responsive to protein. When you snack on strawberries or kiwi, you get fiber, water, and plant compounds that improve circulation and help vitamin C work better. Supplements are useful tools, not replacements for real meals. Use them as a bridge, not the foundation. A balanced plate built from whole foods will always give your body the richest mix of vitamins, minerals, and cofactors it needs for full recovery. Then let supplements fill in the gaps only when needed. This simple approach keeps your routine sustainable and keeps your muscles supplied with what they need naturally. The immune system advantage. Here's a benefit of vitamin D and vitamin C most people don't even think about. They don't just rebuild your muscles while you sleep. They also keep your immune system strong enough to let you train consistently without being sidelined by colds, fatigue, or nagging soreness that never fully goes away. Think of the last time you caught a cold or felt run down after a week of workouts. It wasn't your muscles that failed first. It was your immune system. Once that goes down, you miss sessions, lose rhythm, and often slide backwards in strength. Vitamin D acts like the master switch for your immune defenses. When it's low, white blood cells don't respond as fast and inflammation runs unchecked, leaving you vulnerable to infections and slower recovery. When it's adequate, your defenses are alert yet balanced. strong enough to fight off germs but calm enough not to inflame your joints and muscles unnecessarily. Vitamin C powers the soldiers of that defense system. Your white blood cells literally need vitamin C as fuel to hunt down and neutralize bacteria and viruses. Without it, they tire easily and can't respond quickly. Now, picture what happens overnight. During deep sleep, your immune system works overtime, repairing tissues, cleaning up damaged cells, producing antibodies. If you supply it with vitamin D to guide the process and vitamin C to fuel the cells doing the work, you give your body the tools to stay healthy and recover faster at the same time. This synergy means fewer sick days, steadier workouts, less lingering soreness, and a stronger barrier against stress-related fatigue. It's one of the reasons athletes who optimize both vitamins tend to maintain better performance over long seasons. They simply miss fewer training days. Remember, you can't build muscle if you're always sidelined by illness or low-grade inflammation. Keeping your immune system resilient is the hidden key to staying consistent. Vitamin D and vitamin C together protect that foundation so your body can keep making progress week after week. Inflammation control and joint relief. Most people focus only on building muscle, but ignore one of the biggest obstacles to strength after 40 or 50. Chronic inflammation. That stiffness in your knees when you wake up, the soreness that lingers for days after a simple workout, or the swelling around your joints after gardening. All of that is inflammation that slows recovery and limits how much muscle you can actually build. Here's where vitamin D and C quietly change the game. Vitamin D helps regulate your immune response so it doesn't overreact. When levels are low, the immune system often stays in a constant alert mode, pumping out inflammatory chemicals even when there's no infection to fight. When it's adequate, your defenses are alert yet balanced, strong enough to fight off germs, but calm enough not to inflame your joints and muscles unnecessarily.
This kind of silent inflammation breaks down muscle tissue, makes joints feel achy, and slows healing. With adequate vitamin D, the immune system shifts into balance, strong enough to defend you, but calm enough to stop damaging your own tissues. Vitamin C steps in as one of the body's strongest natural antioxidants. After exercise or even regular daily activity, your muscles and joints release free radicals, unstable molecules that trigger more inflammation. Vitamin C neutralizes those free radicals before they can do harm. It also supports collagen production, which helps keep tendons and ligaments flexible and better able to handle the stress of movement. Taken at night, these two vitamins go to work while you rest. Vitamin D ensures calcium moves into muscles and bones properly so they stay strong and less prone to cramping. Vitamin C sweeps away leftover oxidative stress and feeds the collagen fibers that cushion your joints. This combination often leads to less morning stiffness, easier movement in the first few steps of the day, and faster recovery after workouts. Think of it as putting out the hidden fires that smolder in your joints and muscles, the ones that quietly slow you down over the years. By controlling inflammation overnight, you wake up freer to move, lift, and train again without that dull ache holding you back. Stress hormones and cortisol balance. Here's another hidden reason recovery feels slow after 40 or 50. Stress hormones, especially cortisol. Cortisol isn't bad on its own. It's a survival hormone that gives you energy in the morning and helps you respond to challenges. But when it stays elevated for too long, like after intense exercise, long workdays, or late-night worry, it shifts your body into breakdown mode. High cortisol eats into muscle tissue for fuel, slows protein synthesis, and keeps inflammation simmering. That means even if you're eating enough protein and training well, your muscles can't fully repair because the stress signal is telling your body to conserve energy instead of build strength. Here's where vitamins D and C step in to calm the storm. Vitamin D helps regulate your adrenal glands, the ones that produce cortisol. Adequate vitamin D keeps cortisol peaks shorter and prevents them from staying high through the evening. That alone makes it easier for your body to switch into the repair phase at night. Vitamin C has a more direct role. Your adrenal glands actually store vitamin C and use it as raw material to produce stress hormones. When your body is under stress, vitamin C levels drop quickly. Supplementing vitamin C in the evening helps replenish those reserves and naturally brings cortisol down, allowing your nervous system to relax. By pairing these vitamins before bed, you're not just helping muscles recover, you're also guiding your hormones back into balance. That balance means deeper sleep, steadier moods, and less of that wired but tired feeling that keeps you awake at night. Over time, keeping cortisol in check with proper evening nutrition leads to fewer energy crashes, less belly fat linked to chronic stress, and a body that can focus on building muscle instead of fighting stress signals. Think of it as turning off the alarm system so the repair crew can finally get to work. Hidden morning mistakes. Sometimes the biggest roadblocks to overnight muscle recovery happen before you even start your day. A few common morning habits can quietly undo the progress you made while you slept. One mistake is skipping breakfast altogether or grabbing only coffee. After a night of fasting, your muscles are ready to refuel. If you go hours without protein or at least a balanced meal, your body starts breaking down muscle tissue to keep blood sugar stable. Another mistake is relying on high-sugar pastries or sweetened cereal as your first meal. That sugar spike triggers more cortisol, which keeps your body in breakdown mode longer instead of switching to build and repair mode. A third mistake is taking vitamin D and C first thing in the morning with no fat or poor absorption conditions. Vitamin D is fat-soluble, so without a little healthy fat from something like eggs, avocado, or yogurt, you lose a lot of its potential benefit. Vitamin C is water-soluble but works better when spread out or paired with real food, not on an empty stomach with just coffee. Even caffeine timing matters. Slamming coffee immediately after waking can raise cortisol further and delay that anabolic recovery mode you want. Waiting 30 to 45 minutes after waking before your first coffee lets your natural cortisol peak settle and avoids overstimulation. The fix is simple. Start your morning with a balanced breakfast, something like scrambled eggs with vegetables and a small slice of whole grain toast, or Greek yogurt with berries. This supplies protein, steady carbs, and some healthy fat to stabilize blood sugar and set your hormones up for a smoother day. By correcting these small morning habits, you let your overnight recovery carry into the day instead of accidentally sabotaging it before lunch. Think of it as protecting your night's progress by starting your morning in sync with your body's needs. Sample evening routine. An effective evening routine doesn't have to be complicated or expensive. The goal is to create a small, repeatable ritual that prepares your muscles, hormones, and sleep cycle for the best recovery possible. Here's a simple plan you can follow tonight. First, about 2 hours before bed, have a light protein-rich dinner. Something like baked salmon with steamed vegetables or a bowl of lentil soup with a drizzle of olive oil. This timing gives your body enough time to digest without feeling heavy at bedtime, while still supplying amino acids that feed muscle repair. Second, about 30 minutes before you turn off the lights, take your vitamin D with a small snack that includes some healthy fat. A few almonds, a slice of avocado on whole grain toast, or a spoonful of peanut butter works perfectly to boost vitamin D absorption. At the same time, take your vitamin C with a small glass of water or a warm herbal tea. This helps it circulate overnight to reduce oxidative stress and support collagen repair in muscles and joints. Third, dim the lights in your living space and turn off bright screens. Lower light signals your brain to release melatonin, which deepens sleep and enhances the muscle-building effects of growth hormone. Fourth, try a short 3-minute stretch session focused on your back, hamstrings, and shoulders. Gentle stretching before bed improves circulation and reduces tension so your body can fully relax during sleep. Finally, keep the bedroom cool, quiet, and dark. Your body's natural growth hormone surge happens best in a slightly cooler environment, around 18 to 20 degrees Celsius. This evening routine sets you up for a stronger morning. A nutrient-rich dinner, well-timed vitamins, calm lighting, light stretches, and quality sleep. It's small, it's simple, and it's powerful because it aligns perfectly with your body's repair cycle. Science Snapshot Simplified. Let's pause for a quick science snapshot in plain language. When you lift a weight, climb stairs, or even carry groceries, your muscles develop tiny micro tears. These tears are not an injury, they're the signal your body needs to rebuild stronger fibers. That rebuilding can't happen unless two things line up. First, you need the right building blocks, amino acids, vitamins, and minerals. Second, your body has to be in the right state, low stress, deep sleep, strong circulation. Vitamin D steps in as the strength switch. It helps pull calcium and phosphorus into your muscle cells so the fibers contract better and repair themselves faster. It also supports testosterone and growth hormone, the two hormones that tell your body to build new tissue instead of breaking it down. Vitamin C is the collagen architect. Every tendon, ligament, and connective fiber in your body needs collagen to stay elastic and pain-free. Without enough vitamin C, those support tissues stay weak or heal slowly, making you feel stiff and sore. Here's what studies show. Older adults with healthy vitamin D levels have up to 30% better muscle function and fewer nighttime cramps. Supplementing vitamin C has been linked to faster collagen repair and less morning stiffness after exercise. The key is that these two vitamins don't just sit in your stomach. At night, they work with growth hormone to switch on the genes that rebuild fibers, reduce leftover inflammation, and prepare your muscles for another day of work. Think of it as running a quiet repair shop inside your body while you sleep. No expensive powders or shots, just two basic vitamins supporting what your body was designed to do naturally. 7-Day Quick Start Challenge. Here's a simple 7-day quick start challenge to help you feel the difference fast. You don't need new workouts or complicated diets. You just need to follow these 3 steps for the next 7 nights. Step 1. About 30 minutes after your evening meal, take your vitamin D with a small portion of healthy fat, like a few almonds, half an avocado, or a drizzle of olive oil. This helps your body absorb it fully. Step 2. Take your vitamin C at the same time or just before bed with a small glass of water. This way, it's in your bloodstream during deep sleep when your connective tissues and muscle fibers are repairing. Step 3. Make sure you get at least 7 hours of uninterrupted sleep. Dim the lights, skip late-night phone scrolling, and keep your bedroom cool and quiet. Recovery depends on deep sleep more than anything else. Here's what to look for each morning. By day 3 or 4, less morning stiffness when you get out of bed. By day 5, better energy doing simple activities like walking or climbing stairs. By day 7, reduce soreness after any light exercise or housework. A quick evening routine can look like this: dinner around 7 p.m., a light 10-minute walk, vitamins taken by 8 p.m., screens off by 9:30 p.m., in bed by 10 p.m. Write down how you feel each morning: energy, soreness, and sleep quality. You'll often notice subtle improvements by the 3rd night that build up by the end of the week. 7 nights is enough to prove to yourself whether timing and consistency really matter. No powders, no drastic diet changes, just 2 vitamins and a commitment to steady evenings. Prep and consistency tips. Getting results from this plan isn't about doing more, it's about doing it steadily. Here are simple prep and consistency tips to make it effortless. First, keep your vitamins where you'll see them. Place them next to your toothbrush or on your nightstand as a visual reminder. Out of sight usually means out of mind. Second, prepare your evening snack ahead of time. If you're taking vitamin D with healthy fat, portion out a few nuts, cut a few slices of avocado, or keep a small bottle of olive oil near your dinner table. This tiny step removes excuses and makes it automatic. Third, use a pill organizer or small tray for the week. This prevents missed doses and helps you know exactly if you've taken them. Fourth, set a repeating phone alarm for the first week at your chosen time, maybe 30 minutes after dinner. After a week or 2, it will become a habit. Fifth, pair it with another routine you never skip, like brushing your teeth or turning off the lights. Linking habits together makes them stick faster. Sixth, stay hydrated.
Even the best vitamins need enough water to be absorbed and used effectively. Finally, keep it consistent. The body responds to routine. Taking vitamins at random times or skipping days weakens the effect. 7 nights in a row is better than 14 scattered across a month. Consistency turns these simple steps into long-term results. Once it's part of your evening rhythm, it won't feel like a chore. It will feel like self-care that you'll look forward to. Common questions answered. Let's clear up some of the most common questions people ask about this nighttime vitamin routine so you feel confident getting started. Question 1. Can I take both vitamins together? Yes, taking vitamin D and vitamin C together at night is safe and effective. Vitamin D is fat-soluble, so take it with a small amount of healthy fat like a few almonds or a teaspoon of olive oil. Vitamin C is water-soluble, so it doesn't need food to absorb, but is gentle enough to take with your evening water. Question 2. What if I already take magnesium? You can keep your magnesium supplement if it helps you relax or with cramps. Just know that magnesium supports sleep and relaxation, but vitamin D and C do the real work of repair and recovery. They complement each other, not compete. Question 3. Will taking vitamin D at night affect my sleep? For most people, no. Vitamin D does not act as a stimulant and often improves sleep quality because it supports calcium balance and hormone regulation. If you feel more alert after your dose, take it earlier in the evening with dinner instead of just before bed. Question 4. How long before I notice results? Some people feel less stiffness or soreness within 3 to 5 nights. For deeper improvements in strength, recovery, and energy, give it at least 3 to 4 weeks of steady use.
Large doses, above 1,000 milligrams per day, can sometimes interfere with how these medications work. People with hemochromatosis, a condition where the body stores too much iron, should also limit vitamin C supplements because vitamin C boosts iron absorption. If you have a parathyroid disorder, unexplained high calcium, or chronic liver issues, you'll need professional guidance before adding vitamin D supplements. Pregnant or breastfeeding women should follow their doctor's recommended dosage and not exceed it without supervision. Another key point is dosage. For most adults, a daily vitamin D supplement of 800 to 2,000 IU is considered safe and effective unless your doctor prescribes otherwise based on blood tests. For vitamin C, 250 to 500 milligrams in the evening is usually enough for recovery benefits. Higher doses rarely offer extra muscle repair and may just cause stomach upset. Always take vitamin D with a small amount of fat-containing food, such as yogurt, eggs, or avocado, to improve absorption. Vitamin C can be taken with or without food, but some people find it gentler on the stomach if taken after dinner. Finally, remember that supplements are not a replacement for a balanced diet. You'll get the best results by combining these vitamins with whole food sources, regular activity, and good sleep habits. When in doubt, get your vitamin D levels checked with a simple blood test. That way, you and your doctor can adjust your dose to fit your needs and avoid any unnecessary risks. Safety is about being proactive and informed. With the right dose and a quick check-in with your healthcare provider, most adults can use this nighttime routine confidently and safely. Success Stories Snapshots. Sometimes the science feels distant until you hear how it plays out in real life. Here are a few quick stories from people who added vitamin D and C to their evening routine and noticed the difference. Margaret, 68, loved her morning walks, but often woke up stiff in her calves and lower back. After 2 weeks of taking 1,000 IU of vitamin D with dinner and 500 milligrams of vitamin C before bed, she told us she no longer needed to stretch for 10 minutes just to feel loose in the morning. Her words were, "I didn't change my walk distance, but I'm not limping when I get out of bed anymore." Henry, 72, had started light resistance training at home. He found that muscle soreness lingered for 3 or 4 days, which often made him skip workouts. By adding the nighttime pair of vitamin D and C, he noticed that the soreness eased in just 1 to 2 days. That kept him on track with his program, and after a month, he was able to increase his dumbbell weight without extra discomfort. Laura, 63, never thought of herself as an athlete, but she enjoyed gardening and weekend hikes. She often complained about feeling drained the next morning, with tight shoulders and sore knees. After a month of this nighttime routine, plus her usual balanced meals, she reported better sleep, less morning stiffness, and said, "I feel like I can do more in the garden without paying for it the next day." These stories aren't meant as medical claims. They simply show how consistent timing and the right vitamins can change recovery and comfort in everyday life. The common theme is not dramatic overnight transformation, but steady progress, less soreness, quicker bounce back, and more confidence to stay active. If you've struggled with slow recovery or morning stiffness, these experiences show what's possible when you support your body's natural repair window. Start small, stay consistent for at least a few weeks, and pay attention to how your mornings feel. That's where you'll notice the difference first. You've made it to the end, and now you know the simple nighttime routine that can help your muscles recover while you sleep. 2 vitamins taken at the right time can turn your regular sleep into active repair hours for your muscles, joints, and immune system. If this guide opened your eyes to the power of timing, don't let it stay just theory. Start tonight. Check your vitamin D and vitamin C, either from food or from safe daily supplements, and make them part of your evening habit. If you found this video helpful, tap the like button right now. It helps more people discover these tips. If you haven't already, hit subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss the next video with practical health and recovery tips for active adults. We'd love to hear from you. Which change are you going to start tonight? Vitamin D, vitamin C, or both? Leave a comment below and share your thoughts or questions. Your story might inspire someone else to take that first step. Remember, your body does its best work when you give it what it needs at the time it can use it most. Support your muscles while you sleep, stay consistent, and enjoy waking up stronger every morning. Thank you for watching and for taking your health seriously. Here's to better sleep, better recovery, and a stronger you starting tonight.